Hey guys, so this is going to be a talk through video, and to start off I'm going to be brushing my brows into place with just a random spoolie, and then I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, and I have mine in the shade Chocolate. So you want to be careful with this stuff because a little goes a long way, and if you use too much it's okay because you can always blend it out later. And the brush that I'm using, I believe it's an angle brush from Royal Care Cosmetics. So all you see me doing here is basically tracing under and over my natural brow line and then filling it in with the same product. So to clean up my brows, I'm using this LA Girls Pro Concealer, and this one is in the shade Warm Honey, and I'm using a flat brush also from Royal Care Cosmetics. And just a little tip, if you guys don't like the highlighted look, you can always use a concealer that's closer to your skin complexion. So because I have oily lids which causes creasing, I like to prime my eyes with the e.l.f. eyelid primer, and it also helps to keep your shadows on all day. Transition color, I'm using the color Milk Chocolate from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. Since this is a really bright look, I want to keep the base bright as well. So I'm using this jumbo eye pencil, and this is from NYX, and it is in the shade Cucumber. So I'm just placing it all over my eyelid, and then I'm going to blend it out a little with my finger. So for my lid color, I'm using the shade Thrash out of the Urban Decay Electric palette. And for my outer V, I'm using the shade called Freak. So here I just went back in with my transition color just to blend out those harsh lines and make the shadow look seamless. So here in between my transition color and my crease, I am placing the shade called Fringe, and it's also going to be placed on my outer V, and I'm just going to blend that in. Guys, I was a little out of frame here, but I used the shade Revolt in my inner tear duct. For my brow bone highlight, I went back into the Too Faced chocolate bar and I used the shade White Chocolate. So now I'm just lining my eyes with my favorite liquid eyeliner, which is NYC, and this one is in black. So one of my favorite mascaras to use is the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. For my lower lash line, I went in with the Milani liquid eyeliner, and this one is in blue. And for the inner corner, I used the shade Aqua. To set those eyeliners, I used Gonzo on the inner corner and I used Chaos on the outer. So to add a little more dimension into the look, I went in with the Wet n Wild I Love Matte palette and I just used the black out of there. And I'm just blending in some of that black into my crease and just smoke it out a little bit. I then used a black eyeliner in my waterline. Oh, and those lashes are from Premier Lace Wigs. They're kind of hard. That's why you see in some of the parts of the video that they're falling off is because they were really hard to apply. But nonetheless, here it is. I'm doing my face and I started off with Milk of Magnesia as a primer. And that also helps keep my face oil free throughout the day. So once that's dry, I just went in with my Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation, and I am in the shade 355. And I'm also applying it with my Simply Bold Beauty Blenders, and I will leave a link down below to where you guys can pick them up. They're only $5. I've had them for a couple of months now, and they are absolutely amazing. And of course, I'm using the blender wet. So now to conceal and highlight, I'm using the same concealer that I use for my brows. And again, it is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. And this one is in the shade Warm Honey. So I'm just going to add that under my eyes. And I'm going to use whatever's left on the Beauty Blender to go down the bridge of my nose, the middle of my forehead, my Cupid's bow, and also my chin area. So to set concealer, I'm using my Ben Nye banana powder. So to bring a little life back into my face, I'm going to be contouring and I'm using my City Color Cosmetics contour palette and I absolutely love this palette. I don't know, I love it so much. I'm using the darkest brown in the palette and I'm using that to contour my nose as well. So using that same contour palette, I'm using the bronzer and I'm just buffing that into my cheeks. Also blending out some of that contour and just, giving some color back to my face. So my daughter chose this lipstick for me and this is Dulce Caramello and it's by Milani. And I'm just lining my lips also with Milani's Kokomo lip liner. So to complete the look, I use Milani Tantastic Face and Body Baked Bronzer. And I also sprayed it with a little bit of Urban Decay setting spray. So that completes the look, you guys. If you like this video, please remember to hit thumbs up, leave a comment below, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I'll talk to you all later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.